We are just about four. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the New York Jets. Season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone. The big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Brady. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Well, this defense for the Bills, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
They'll run for the first time with Breece Hall. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. To throw, it's Brady. And that is incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The 34. Another run here with Sanders. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting one more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have the Bills 1st down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. And the Bills at 6 and 2 to start play. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Allen off the play fake. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tyree Gillespie. And the Jets are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win.
A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. Once he broke through that first wave of defenders, there was a pretty big gap there for him to run.
And it helps that they were in a dime defense. That's 6 defensive backs. So this is why a lot of teams now are searching for those linebacker safety combo type guys who can add a little bit more size on the defensive side of the ball, but can still run as well, because when you run against 6 DBs with a big offensive lineman, you often get this result.
That throw by Brady incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
Check it, reload! Sugar!
On 2nd and 10, Brady. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Bills are going to get it back here just past the 35. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
So after the INT, it's Allen. And he fires one incomplete. This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Allen. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. They'll go again with Sanders. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first quarter lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown.
Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. After one, a 14-3 ball game.
Hey, ball 66.
On first down, Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time.
Jair Elam makes the pick.
And the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Credit the tackle to John Franklin Myers.
Make the play.
Steps away to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Throwing is Allen on third. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders.
And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
Allen and Knox teaming up there for Buffalo first down.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Sanders is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. knocked to the ground. This time Cook. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
And a nice job defense.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Again, it's Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. James Cook with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.